Testing. 1, 2, 3, testing. Wonderful, wonderful. Hey, Destiny. What's up, beautiful? Let me just get this up and going, y'all. And we're going to hop right into today's celebrity reading. Yes, darling. We're going to do the celebrity reading finally. Oh, man. Let's see. Let me get this going. I'm sure the good folks had a good night last night. And they are well rested for this beautiful tapping that we're about to get into. What's going on, LP? Timbuke, what's up, everybody? Y'all do me a favor and hit that thumbs up button for me. Send up some hearts. I'm going to do some myself. Some hearts, baby. Send up some hundreds. You know, some smiley faces. Y'all throw some diamonds in the chat. Y'all throw some crowns in the chat. Shoot, throw some cash in the chat. Throw some more. Throw some more. Let me find out. Blue was spending some money on something last night. I don't know. I don't know. Okay. Let's see here. What we got here? I don't know what that emoji is, y'all. Okay. I see you, Cortez. I'm not sure what it is. Let me see here. All right. All right. All right, y'all. That's what we doing. That's what we doing up in here. All right. So let's get into this. We are doing the update, the tap in, the celebrity read with the circus. Yes, the circus. So I want to get some cards. Y'all already know. Y'all know how they are. We got to tap in with the good goods. The good goods. Okay. Let me see here. Should I throw these in there? Should I put them together or put them separate? No. They don't need that. I'll get those. Let's see if I need to make a call. Oh no. Okay, let me get this. Alright, here we go. Alright, so I'm going to get a quick 2-card tap in for everybody, real quick. I want to see where they at with it, real quick. Alright. Spirit, this is the tap in. Hypothetical, entertainment, celebrity read. For everybody who's in camp vibes and camp Blueface. Okay? We're doing a tap in. Y'all know Stunna Girl is back. And as soon as I said Stunna Girl, right? Y'all see this, right? Y'all see this, right? Stunna back, baby. Look. Connected. Okay? I'm going to give her these two right here. Stunna is out here. She got that black cat on the prowl, baby. That thing is on the prowl. Okay? So hold on. Let me get back to it. I'm going to get at the Stunna Girl. Okay. I'll do one more shuffle. Okay. All right, Spirit. Okay. Now, you do see this, right? I was about to say, give me a card for Chrisean. Torn. Chrisean. Ooh wee. Next card, I was about to say, give me a card for Nvea. You do see, hold on, do I got these right? Because, okay, most of them is upright. Normally, these cards is not upside down, y'all. This is a new. These cards normally come up upright. This is Nvea. She got baby daddy, and new love is upside down. Wow. Wow. Okay. So, Stunna, Chrisean, Nvea. Who we got? Jaden. Blue like pulling up on Jaden. Jaden does not like it anymore. Not the way she used to. Not the way she used to. Says pull up on me anything. Back in the day, he could pull up on her anytime. It didn't matter. But now, when he called her, she's not excited the way she used to be. At all. We'll break some more down. Let me just get them out first. Blueface. Blueface needs to tap in with the divine. Blueface need to do some healing. See this, right? That says healing down there. Let's see if I can get it to come in. That says healing down there. He needs to do some healing with his higher self. He needs to release some things right here. And you see he's messing with a bunch of snakes in the camp. You see him? This definitely, I'm not being funny, this could be Stunna. I do not like the look in Stunna's eyes, baby. She give me the vibes like Chrisean. They get this look in their eyes like they will hurt, like they'll hurt Blueface. I'm telling you. They're not above it. And since Karlissa is in the camp, Karlissa, self-employment, big boss, and just not that into you. Okay? So Karlissa is keeping her head held high right now. This could either be the situation with Camp Circus, you know what I mean? And they're not allowing her in the way she wants to get in, you know? But either way, she's doing something over here. She's making some kind of money, making her own way, and she's holding her own head right here. Okay? I'm getting brick wall energy. Karlissa's giving them brick wall energy, especially to Nvea. Especially to Nvea. Right here over Blue with the self-employment. I'm getting she feels a bit oppressed by Blue, like he trying to, you know, keep her from getting her bag or something like that. But everybody is hiding feelings right now. Every last one of them are wearing a mask about how they really feel right now. And all of them are trying to mend Blueface's broken heart. Do you see his heart? There's a hole in the chest there. There's, you know, it would be leaking if she removed her hand. This could be Neveah trying to, you know, emotionally tap in with him. But he's not feeling it, okay? He's not feeling it. There's a lot of fake smiles, fake masks, and people putting on in this situation with everybody. People are putting on. And yes, all of them are thoroughly in this twin flame situation with Blueface. They meet him. They think they're going to be the one to galactically and universally and cosmically change him. And that's not the case. He needs a lot of help. Karlissa's son needs a lot of help. Okay? Some of these young women will be getting ghosted after he gets what they want, or either putting them on hold or putting them on the shelf. That is exactly what is going to be going on. The divine is asking all of these young ladies on the table to tap into their higher selves and to get with their girl crews. It says fuck the bullshit. I was about to say all the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? The whole circus. The divine is asking them to tap in here instead of trying to tap in here. You see, there's a difference in what the divine is asking Camp Circus to do. But they're not doing it. They're not doing it. They're too busy chasing money, chasing the bag, you know, trying to get their bread up. They all trying to get their money up, and it's a very muddy, dirty situation when it comes to trying to link up and be in union with Blueface. Okay, they want to be in an abundant union with Blueface. I'm not sure that's gonna happen, because all he does is break hearts and then call them back over and over again. He switch them around like a carousel. You understand what I'm saying? Like a damn Ferris wheel. Blueface brings them in and pulls them out. Brings them in and pulls them out. Do understand this. Every last young lady on here been part of this mad hoes circle. I would say if any of them got pulled out, it would be, and I'm not being funny here, it would be Jaden. It would be Jaden, because she was with him from jump. They grew together, those two. But everybody else, nope. And that's only because Jaden grew up with him, so to speak, his first love. And it doesn't, and it's no better for Jaden either. It's not to say that it's a flex to be on that end, no, because Jaden cries. She has cried a lot. You see all those emojis down there? Those are all the women. Sad eyes. Those are all the times that she's expressed herself and gone back and forth and messages and email, and she's came over there and smashed the damn windows and cars, and She's been through it. So it's no fun over there neither. Okay? And he just pulling them back and forth. Back and forth. They say, Divine got a baby. Oh my goodness. Yes. I know you fucking lying. That shit's for the birds. I know you fucking lying. Blue, you up in here? Who up in here from Camp Circus? Stalker alert. I told y'all. Blueface stalks all of these women because to him, that's his stable. That's his stable. And they're all willing to do a little something dirty to one another. To stay around and be around Blueface. Yes, and we are all watching this on the net. Okay? A lot of gossip going on right now for the whole camp. Okay? And all of them are trying to be the baddest. Okay? That's a bad mother. Shut your mouth, right? They're all trying to be the baddest. Okay? They're trying to get the job done. They're going to let their actions speak louder than their words. They're going to take Blue to Pound Town. Blue is not taking them to Pound. They're going to take Blue to Pound Town, baby. With that yoni yoni. With that yoni yoni. And all this jealousy right here. And everybody trying to be up next to see who's going to give birth to the next Blue child. That's still I want to do. Doesn't matter. I see daughter right here. Yeah, and they don't care. So we're going to get into some secrets. Because some of them are going to get their heart broke. They're going to get their heart broke. He going to get them what they asking for. And they're going to wind up single mommies. Okay? Because Blueface is playing a game. He's playing a game. So, let's start off with Stunna. You see right here? Blueface is playing a game. He's playing a game here. Alright? And these women are out here trying to get stacked. See what I'm saying? They're trying to be taken care of. All of this for this money. All of this for this bag. And he really don't care what's going on. Because he feels none of them was in the gym shooting with him. That's what he feels in the middle. None of them is out here making the paper for him, being famous for him. None of that. If anybody he would, it might be Jaden because she was there before the money. She was there before Blue Girls Club. She was there before Chrisean and all that stuff right there. She was there before that. Right? So they all jealous of each other. So I'm watching. Stunna came back into the scene. Stunna came back into the scene because when it gets quiet on her name and everybody starts talking too much about Nvea, she feels she got to come in and show that she's controlling the narrative. Remember now, everybody's hiding feelings. Everybody's being a false self. Everybody's being fake in the circus right now. All right? So Stunna got connected and the spell card. Stunna uses that cat. Stunna's a black widow. Like, if she were a spider, Stunna's like a black cat type of thing. Like when she crossed your path, you don't know what you've been struck by, but you just know it's powerful type of thing. Yeah, but she using that yoni. Stunna's into a few things. Okay? And Blue is watching Stunna as well. Remember what I told you? Blueface's money is not where Stunna wanted to be. But right now, she may not be getting the play that she wants in other areas. And so she's trying to still stay close to him in case he pops again. She's trying to keep what they say, your enemies, your friends close and your enemies even closer type of thing. Like, she don't know how to call it. But when you look in that girl's eyes, she will squint her eyes real tiny. And to me, it's like a shiesty look. It's like a devious look. I don't know how to describe it. Y'all know I'm from the city, so I've seen the look so many times on girls before they want to steal something from you or before they want to set it on you or, scheme or, do something shiesty or something like that. The eyes tell it all. She's a beautiful girl. Don't get me wrong. Stunna's beautiful. You know what I mean? If I was walk, Stunna definitely could walk with, it's cool. Beautiful girl. But this spell work right here, Stunna is something serious. And Blueface was watching her when she was over at the house this last time. She was over there with 2 guys. Okay? Stunna needs to be careful. She keeps a bucket load of dudes around her. A bucket load. And that's very dangerous. You one single female, even though you think you the baddest, but you're drinking, you know what I mean? And you partying, you fixing food, walking away from the food, turning your back, almost unaware, but trying to be aware, but getting a little bit off her game. I'll let you know with Stunna, when she gets nervous and when she quite don't know how to control the story again, she'll start talking a lot. She talks a lot, and then she just starts saying anything. She starts, giving Blueface the nasty talk. Oh, he's gonna lick my butt. Oh, let's lay on the pillow. Up, and she got in them sheets, baby. It was clear that there was some busted nut on that sheet, and she got right in them sheets that Nvea be in, that anybody else who they don't even know be in. She got right in them sheets. Okay, they don't spray nothing down. They don't light no candles. They don't, put no fresh scents in the air. Nothing. They just come over, fishnet bodysuit, ready to bend over, shake it and bust it down. Okay? And he's getting tired of spending money too on these chicks. He definitely gave Stunna and them some noodles. Not that the noodles is bad. I definitely like a little cup of oodles and noodles every now and then. But I could definitely see he could have took her to a restaurant. They could have ordered some takeout or something. But he didn't do that. He gave her some noodles this time around. I was just noticing that. He let her fix up the noodles and everything like that. And they sitting there, and then he made a comment about Neveah. She said that Nvea looked like a chihuahua in a wig, because he had made a statement about her looking like I don't know what he called a Rockwall in a wig or something like that. He called her something in a wig, and she says, "Oh yeah," and she made a clap back at Nvea. When she said that, he was like, "Oh," and he started watching her. He said, "Oh, I caught you. I got your number now." And she was like, he said, "I clocked you." She said, "You ain't gonna clock me, clock me, clock me." She tried to like brush it off, but at that very moment, Blueface, he discovered something about her. He discovered something. He was like, "Oh, I see what's going on. You only over here to get back in the veil. You not really into me. You just trying to, get some shine, get some spotlight." Now, if you know Stunna, I don't need no spotlight. I got my own spot. I got my own this. I got my own that. Moving funny, honey. Moving funny, honey. And Blueface knows it. They got into the car. She was still just yapping. She had these two dudes with her. Okay? Blueface don't know these guys like that. Blueface don't know Stunna's friends like that. So when you go to visit somebody, you be careful like who you bring into somebody's environment, because that person doesn't know these people. Two dudes on top of that? That was looking funny to Blueface, but he wasn't saying nothing. He was just keeping it cool. To me, that was a block. She brought the two dudes to block from having to do anything with Blueface. She dressed up. She going out to the club. The way she handles the liquor bottle, you could tell. She tosses it up to her mouth. Okay? But she'll tell you she doesn't drink a lot or not that much. But the way she tosses it up, go, 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 go. You know what I mean? That says a lot. I was just watching. And he was watching her too. Every time she was dancing in the car, he would just dance with her because he said, "I got you." So he is watching Stunna. Stunna, your cover is blown. As soon as you said that about Nvea, cover, blown. Blown, blown. Yes, she's a beautiful girl, but she still gets jealous. She still gets jealous because she's still not where she want to be yet. She want to be like somewhere like Nicki Minaj. Like she want to be like that. She's working on her career, doing what she got to do, trying to get a paper, trying to stay connected, but definitely utilizing that cat in some type of way. She's still hiding a lot of emotions as well. That's Stunna. Chrisean. We still got the yonis on the deck. Everybody is utilizing the yoni. Either get money or to try to keep the dude. But Chrisean is torn over Blueface. This is Blueface. She looks at him as a dick right now. That's what she looks at. She don't see him like this no more. Baby daddy, Nvea see him like this. She looks at him as somebody who's just spreading himself around, and she's not sure if she ever wants to be connected to that again or connected to him. But she still has this attachment. You know what I mean? She was very obsessive over Blueface. Very. Very. She said she don't like how she believes that it's all a front, and that he's just been doing all of this to cover up how he feels about her. She says she's just like Jaden in her mind, because she says she's the one that was with him when it started to rise. That's when he got the Tatiana remix going on, and then he had the Blue Girls Club, and then they started rising, and then when him and Chrisean connected, that's when they started being seen here, being seen there, being like, quote unquote, the it couple for a minute. So she feels she was in the gym shooting with him. She's the original holder, she feels. She feels Jaden wasn't really holding it down like that. She said she don't got no beef with Jaden. It's cool and everything, but she feels she was the one making Blue wealthy. You heard the car horn honk. That's how Chrisean feels. Chrisean is definitely trying to keep her yoni to herself. She's trying to keep it to herself. But all these girls, like I said, feel that they are the baddie of the century. All of them feel like they're the baddie. And Chrisean sees Stunna. If you think Chrisean wouldn't put that 1-2 combo on Stunna, she definitely would. Because she feel like Stunna is totally disrespectful the way Stunna out here with her baby daddy like this. She feel Stunna is totally disrespectful. Yes, she do. Let's see. Chrisean is also more focused on what she's doing right now with her sports agenda, and that right now is making her some money. So that's where she's been very focused at. But she feels like any female that was around her and now she sees them on Blueface's live, she feels like they were snakes in the camp. Like they snakes in the camp and like they really don't got him. Especially not Stunna. Especially not Stunna. I don't believe Stunna got Blueface neither. I wouldn't trust it at all. She's cool to hang out with, but obviously, if you're a female that would come in a fishnet bodysuit like that, right? You already have two men with you, and you coming to see a third man. That's telling Blueface a lot about Stunna and what she will and won't do, and how much control he can actually have over her. If another man with more money comes and presents themselves and want to put Stunna, hey, like her, I think her ex did, give her money, put her in the studio, start, getting her popping, she will go that route in a quick minute. She'll go that route in a quick minute. But Chrisean, she still feels she the baddest of them all. Chrisean still feels she the baddest of them all. Because she says she's about that life. Anything Blue told her to do, she was doing it. She was doing it. She said she let her actions speak louder than her words. She said she hate the chummy chum chum that the chicks give. She don't like that chummy chum chum. And she do wish in a way that she could get with somebody or something. She's torn. Because in the church, they tell you to stay away from that. Chrisean got on the live the other day. She was upset. It appeared she was upset. But she was talking about how she's been training hard and how she hasn't been able to eat much. And, it's really a disciplined journey, a disciplined walk. And she has to turn that mental. It's more of a mental thing. It's more of a mental thing. Get into more holistic things like lots of smoothies and stuff like that. Not necessarily the fruit, but you can have a nice smoothie with a blend of things that burn fat, burn calories. You can put ginger in there, you could put cinnamon in there, different things, So after you drink it, it's something, but you burn calories instead of pack them on. Lemon, different things like that. Couple of fruit and mostly water. But it's things she can do to keep her energy up, keep her electrolytes up. That's what she needs to work on. Take her mental focus off of the food. Because Chrisean likes to eat. She likes to eat. But she was expressing that. And in one way, I was hearing her. I was all right with that. I was like, all right, Chrisean, you're doing your thing. But everybody, don't forget. Don't forget Ronnie Doe. Yeah, she dropping tears and all that. Don't forget Ronnie Doe, because as her child, as Chrisean Jesus continues to grow older, I'm not seeing anything of Blueface on the young man. If anything, I'm seeing more of a combination, if anything, between her and what would have been a Ronnie Doe. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm seeing on that child as the child gets older. All right. Let's move it along. And she had a press conference the other day. She's getting ready for her fight. So that's where her focus is right now. One thing, again, I do not like. Same thing in Stunna's situation. All these men sitting around the rink with Chrisean. All the men. Nothing but a bunch of men. Now, I know Chrisean is a strong young woman, but I sense vulnerability in that moment. There were too many guys sitting around her. And even though one was the coach, it was too many men. And even though I know what maybe it's supposed to look like a protective thing, nobody's going to step in here and bother you type of thing, there still should have been some feminine, female energy there. To me, a woman, or a couple of other, like I said, women. There was too many men. It's too much. It's too much testosterone circling these young ladies, and they don't see it. They don't see it. All right, Nvea. So Blue's out here, got all his pieces on the board. He moving them. He moving them. All right. Nvea is sitting around in somebody's room. She not smoking or nothing, but she can't wait to drop that baby. You know what I'm saying? So she could get back to partying and having fun. She feels like the baby is the reason why Blue won't let her hang out, because he's definitely still strutting Stunna around the town. He's strutting around the town still. Okay? Neveah's talking with her friends and stuff. Neveah's into her stuff. You see we got the Ouija board here. We got the carpet with the moons and the stars on it. We got the witch's hat on the bed. Neveah's into some stuff. Okay? She's trying to see what's going on. She's trying to figure out why Blue is not head over heels in love with her yet. He's still keeping her in check. Every minute he never fails to let her know, you just my baby mama. You ain't made it yet. He don't take her out nowhere. He don't let her do her hair. She ain't got no makeup on. Remember when she separated from him that one time and she popped up over there at Camp Dog Pound with Snoop? She was on the video. She was all grins, lip gloss, shining like it's shellacked. You know what I mean? Shellacked on her. Yeah. She do it up. But when she's with Blueface, nope. None of that. She might get her nails done. But that's it. And she can't do nothing right now. Like she did say, I did agree with her. She was like, what does everybody expect her to do? She can't do nothing now. She got what she asked for, y'all. She wanted a baby daddy, but she got a baby daddy exactly with no love. He has affection for her. He cares for her. He's waiting for the child to come out. Because if you think Blueface is not going to get a DNA test, he's getting a DNA test. He's not listening to the word of nobody. Even if the child looks just like him, Blueface is still going to get a DNA test for this one. Jaden is the only one that slid by, I think, with that. Because the children do look just like them, too. And Jaden is laughing her ass off. This is Jaden. She is laughing her ass off at this situation. She is. But Nvea feels like she's being played. Every time Blueface come to that house or bring her to the house, he'll chill with her for a little while, because that's the time he needs to get his energy up. So he'll chill. He'll go take a nap, take a rest. He'll kick back for a little while, do a couple of streams, in his studio or around the house or whatever. And then as soon as that's done, she already knows it's time for him to hit the streets, baby. And then she starts sitting there looking crazy with tears in her eyes or with the sad face. I haven't seen Nvea as happy as she could be or happy as she used to be. Do know when all these girls start chuckling, they start chuckling, laughing and, smiling and every 2 minutes is a joke. That's nervousness. That's nervous laughter, nervous jokes that's going on with these young ladies. Okay, we got stalker alert right here. I said Stunna needed one more card. Major jealousy. Blueface stalks Stunna and Stunna stalks Blueface. Everybody's hiding their emotions and feelings. They hiding it. But Nvea is trying to tap in. But one person that is causing Nvea a major problem is Karlissa. For some reason, Karlissa do not like Nevea's energy. She don't like it. She don't like how fast she talk. She feels like she trying to get over on Blue. She feels that it could be a physical thing with Nvea, that Blue just wants a child to see how the mix between him and Nvea is going to come out. It's a matter of just seeing what that mix is going to look like. That's all. That's what she feels. It's nothing else there. All right? She feels that Nvea is trying to make a money play for her son. And she says she's not having it. She's definitely throwing energetic salt in the game. She feels like she's putting spells and things and root work on Blueface. That's what she feels about Nvea. She says the reason why she likes Stunna, because Stunna is like a young her. It's like how she would be if she was in this day. She said, yeah, she liked the way Stunna's out here just doing her thing. She said Stunna's beautiful too. She like beautiful women, and she don't feel none of these other ones hold the candle to Stunna's beauty. That's what she feels. She feels that you got to be able to have that black cat, that black widow spider, because our other reading, Karlissa got the black widow spider. So she said you got to be able to have this connected energy, you know. With Chrisean, she says she just too rough. She too rough, and she don't like that she put her hands on her. She says she could never have a disrespectful, she called her a B. She could never have a disrespectful B like that next to her. She says she's not gonna do it. And she likes that Stunna knows how to throw them hands just like Chrisean, she says. So she wouldn't fall prey to necessarily just fall right into, one of Chrisean's field work activity moments. Okay? Because they both, quote unquote, as Stunna say, get active. They both get active. Or Chrisean gets in the field. They both get in the field. So Nvea is trying to wait. She wants to wait till she drops this baby to show the world that she can get active and she can get into the field, because she's going to try to make her claim, make her stake, because then, quote unquote, she'll be able to go out, because she won't have a baby in her stomach. But she's not going to be able to go out. She's been trying to tap in right here in Nvea. She's been trying to tap in to see what's on Blueface's mind. She want to know what Blueface is plotting. So she's been trying to look into him some type of way. And she's been looking into Karlissa too. Yep. Because she been feeling ghosted. She be feeling ghosted. After Blueface get finished with her, he come over, he get some of that pregnant cootie cat. He hit it up. He shoot up the club. And then he send her back. He give her a couple of bucks or something, and he send her back. You can tell he's really not doing it the way she want him to do, because she got to wait to eat. Like I told y'all, when I seen how long she just kept on asking for the DoorDash, and she really want him to be the kind of baby daddy that's in the kitchen cooking for her, and making her something to eat. He made her something to eat once or twice, but he's not going to do that often, because he got too many hoes for that. Why do he need to be in the kitchen cooking anything? Yeah, he got too many hoes. Okay? So Nvea is definitely on her spiritual spine right now. She definitely feels a bit played, and she feels a bit ghosted when he leaves her in that house and goes to party. She told him, I'm going to sit on the top of your car. She was getting a little spicy when he was making an exit, and she was trying to figure out why she can't go. You can't go because you wanted to jump all on the damn magic stick, and you wanted to be the baby mama. So when you become the baby mama, just like Chrisean found out, you got to sit your ass at home. He don't want you out in them streets. He wants you raising his child. He wants you holding the house down or whatever. And she's trying to figure out when and how she can move herself up in that house, because he hasn't given her permission at all to move in the house. And that's a little bit of a problem as well. Karlissa was on the live talking about what these young ladies need to do. And I was agreeing with a few things that she had to say, baby. She said Nvea not on her game, and she was strictly talking to Nvea. Trust and believe. She was talking to Nvea. All right, Jaden. So Blueface think it's still a joke. It's still a game. He think he can hop from Stunna to Jaden, and Jaden don't have no problem with Stunna, nothing like that, from what I'm understanding. It's just he think he can do it, and Jaden laughs. She laughs because he might think that she's still in love the way she was when she was a teen, when they were growing up. It's not that way no more. She just has mutual affection, emotions for him. That's her baby daddy, they have a long history, and she has an issue with how this is playing out in front of Jovan. The thing about Jovan versus Journey Pie, Jovan is very intelligent. Jovan been watching his daddy and his mama for a long time. He been watching this, and she's skeptical, about how this is going to affect him. And as well, little do they know, Jovan watches them on the internet, watches what his mother does and what his father does. He knows more than they understand, more than they know. He's a very intelligent young man. He's very smart. So is Journey Pie too. But Journey Pie is coming with that smoke. Do you hear what I'm telling you? She told Blueface that he's got too much kids. She called him stupid or a dummy or something like that. One of the two. She said that out her lips. How many kids you got? You got too many kids, dummy, or stupid, or something like that. She said out her mouth, baby. She been hearing her parents talk. They're hearing them talk. Okay? They're hearing them talk. Nvea curses a lot in front of her son. I mean, a lot. What is giving me is they're giving the children a front row seat. She's all sweet when she talked to Blueface, but every time her son talked to her, this is Nvea. Every time her son talked to her, she's kind of snappy. She cursing. She cut with him. And he just wants her attention. Okay, I think his name is Superior. That's a beautiful name, and he's a handsome young man. All of these children are beautiful, baby. They're beautiful. But Superior, he's another smart one. Superior is smart, baby. And she be talking to him a little, you know what I mean? I'm like, wait a minute, where's all the sweetness for Superior? The way you sweetly talking to Blue, and all this low mumbling and, barely letting the words slip through your lips, all of this kind of mess. I don't even know what she be doing sometimes. I can't even hardly hear because she be talking so low and talking so fast. I don't know where she's from. I thought she's from Louisiana. I don't know where she's from, though. I don't know where she's from. But I thought she was from someplace like that. She looked like So twin flame. We're going to get back on Jaden right now. Twin flame. Jaden feels like Blueface is a lesson for her. She once thought that, that was her, her everything, her forever thing. But this is a person that's teaching her a lot of lessons. Karlissa's son is teaching her a lot of lessons. Jaden and Karlissa, they connect a lot as well. They connect because they're raising the kids together. She feels like this is a past life energy that she has to heal. Because everybody that come into Camp Blueface is trying to heal him. We slide into Blueface as we coming off of Jaden. Okay? And Jaden's just watching the internet. She's watching how he's making his rounds, and she makes her appearance. Some of this is just for show, so they can get those clicks and views, because the more successful Blueface is, the more successful they all can be just sitting around him, absorbing that energy. So they put in them numbers. They make their appearances when they need to. Okay, you doing a Tuesday appearance. Jaden, okay, Stunna's going to do a Friday appearance. All right. Chrisean is just right here still, still in the middle right here. Because they got a contract. Blueface and Chrisean had a contract, baby. And Nvea right here is trying to get into the play of everything. And she just be sitting back all the time. I know you fucking lying. I know you fucking lying. I know he didn't. I know he didn't. He embarrasses her whenever he gets ready to, too. That's Nvea. He embarrasses her. Yes, he did. And that's Karlissa, too. Karlissa be watching them like, Karlissa be having her mouth on the floor with some of the ways that that Blueface be doing them. Walking them all like dogs, some of them. Walking them. And they let him. They let him. He said something crazy to Nvea on that live the other day. Somebody had made a comment about Nvea, and he didn't have to speak that out loud, but he definitely did. He's a narcissist, baby. He's a narcissist. These women are never going to have it their way. Never. So Blueface right here, snakes in the camp, and he needs to do a ton of healing. He needs to release something. He has a lot of past life karma with different people, especially Chrisean. That was one of the biggest past life karma energies. One of the biggest. Not so much karma with Jaden, but she's a twin flame. They're meant to teach each other things. They have the children to raise together. Okay? But, yeah. Blueface got a big gap in his chest. And no one has been able to hold that yet. Nobody. He actually enjoyed his relationship with Chrisean. The reason why he also brings Stunna around, because Stunna has a connection to Chrisean. And it reminds him of the energy that he used to have with Chrisean, except Stunna is not as loyal. He can't bank on Stunna like that. She's not as loyal. Someone is crying here. He sends messages to all of them. All of them get in their emotions every now and then. Even Stunna. All of them get in their emotions. That's why she comes back around. When it concerns these mad hoes. All of them. So you got to make his rounds. You got to call them all back. Get them all back in check. Got to tell them all this, tell them all that. Even for some of them promising, to stay connected with them. Stunna ate a noodle out this man's mouth. So they all swap and spit. They all swap and spit. Because he's sticking his face in Nvea. He figured if that's his baby, that she marked. She got his name under her chin. Something like it. Yeah. And then Stunna says that they get down to, who knows? I don't know if this is just for the, just for the ratings or for real. But she definitely ate that noodle out of his mouth. So they swap and spit. Chrisean not in it. In that portion of things. And Jaden, I don't know. I think Jaden gets caught every now and then. You know, because she saw something different for them too with abundant union. She definitely saw something different. But they all think they're going to have an abundant union. And that's going to be thoroughly declined. It's a money situation. It's money. So Karlissa, yeah, Blueface needs to heal some things inside of himself. Blueface is not about to get rid of none of them. Every time you turn around, one of them is getting a call from him. Okay? Or somebody new is getting a call. Right now, that is how he's hiding his trauma and his pain. He's also hiding how he felt about what Chrisean did. Chrisean affected him greatly. Greatly. Jaden is still there. It was Chrisean that did the work, did the damage. So Karlissa is looking at them. She said, it's Camp Messy. It's Camp Muddy. Okay? She feels every last one of them, especially Nvea, done got themselves into some shit. She says, they don't know Jonathan the way I know Jonathan. They don't know. She says, they're all pining. They're all pining. Distant lover. They're all pining to be this man's lover. Okay? And she says, it's messy. She says, you ask me, I'm the star. Karlissa says she's the star. And she can tell him how it's done. You know? She can tell him how it's done. She said they too busy trying to hop on the magic stick before they put all their ducks in a row. And she said that's why they all have a lot of tension. And she said they all not getting nothing either. But what? Babies. That's all they're getting is babies. Or they're getting a good time. They might get a party. She said, but she definitely sees all of them pulling all over her son, you know, trying to control him. All right? All these fling things right here. Okay? And she said she's watching. She said she knows a bunch of hidden things that these chicks are, you know, are not telling. And Karlissa also has some hidden things in that phone, baby. Karlissa works that phone. She work it. And she knows some things when it comes to the relationships that Blueface has had. She knows some things. Not only that, Karlissa has been through some things herself. Okay? So she has learned the art of how to get up in a ninja's phone or how to find out certain things, you know? Yeah. She said she don't put a ninja through it before and he don't put her through it before as well. Somebody could be sending some secret messages to Karlissa, you know, just complimenting and different things like that. Okay? Blueface better be careful. Because while he's going through the motions with these different women, you know, and breaking hearts, okay, these women are developing animosity. Animosity. Because they're going through it, and every time they turn around when they look at that phone, it's some connection, but they're going through it with these obstacles. They're going through it. You don't pay no attention to them. And so they get hurt. They get hurt. That's why Stunna back around. Start drinking, you know, can't cope, using substances, you know, doing what they do, trying to cope, okay? And they get angry. And they start overthinking about the situation, you know? Okay. Okay. A lot of these girls just don't give a fuck. And they figure they're going to be the last one standing. Right here. They don't care. They figure they're going to be the last one standing, right? But they don't know. It's a lot of heartbreak energy out here. That's all I can tell them. I keep telling y'all, they're not going to out-disrespect Blueface. Blueface knows how to disrespect. He made a whole video with pregnant women while Chrisean was pregnant. With other pregnant women. He made a video just to spite her. Okay? If y'all think he don't see Stunna, he sees Stunna. If y'all think he don't see Nvea, he see Nvea. This car came up upside down for new love. He see them all. He was just playing with Stunna in that car. Whatever she said, he agreed to it. Look. Yep. Yep, baby. Yep. It's me and you. Take this and shut up. Yep. As long as it leads to that. She was like, you want me to make you some tacos? You got this, you got that. Bitches don't be keeping, you know, this, that, and the other in the refrigerator. She trying to prove like she the one. He said, yep, baby. Everything. Yep. Open your mouth. Yep. That's how he talking. Yep. She outed herself. Yep. He said she stalks him too. She stalks him too. She can't fool him. She can't fool him. But he be on her too. She say They all want the dirty banana. They all want it. Look, they all calling me. You heard that call, huh? They all calling me. That's what we got here. Look, they all lurking. They all want it. Soulmates. He said they all want to get next to me. They all trying to get the crown. He said, but I'm sensing vultures. He said, I'm sensing vultures. Yeah. He said, Stunna, he don't like. Don't be bringing people to his house that he really don't, he don't know like that. Then she goes over to the couch. She's sitting on these dudes and laughing on them and joking on them. And I know these dudes are not there to get with Stunna, obviously. They might even be on our team. They could have been her security. You know what I'm saying? If it's security, that's one thing. That's the only thing I could think, because she was going out to the club or something like that. But she was all over him, nevertheless. And he didn't like that at all. But he didn't say nothing. He said, you need to put some clothes on. Like, what's up? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if she's getting a little bit more raunchy. It's getting a little bit more like whatever, type of thing. I don't know exactly what's going on with her. I don't know. I just seen a lot of makeup. Just a lot of makeup. And she's naturally beautiful. She didn't need all of that. Look at this. He said, they all crying over me. That's what Blueface said. They all crying over him. Vulture energy. Damn. They all spying. They better be careful, man. Blueface got the vampire banana. It's a vampire, baby. Bite your ass. You don't even know. You turn to a whole vampire. You don't even know why you back over there again. Yeah. Give me some cards for Stunna. Give me some cards for Stunna. Stunna. Oh, come on now. What did I tell you? She got that look, baby. She got that look. She over there for revenge. She says, I don't love them. She said, I don't love them. I just act like I do. They don't love me. They're just using her. She said she knows her karma. Wow. Stunna. Okay. Okay. I'm not saying nothing, y'all. I'm not saying nothing. Oh, I'm not saying nothing. Okay? I don't know. It's going to be talking something different behind the scenes sometime about, what Blueface is working with. Stunna. Stunna be into that too. Grease. She putting together a little something. I don't know if this is to protect her from this type of thing, or with this dirty banana, it's already a thing. So, look, accepted. It's already a thing. So, that's why they don't care. You know what I mean? They don't care. And Stunna will tell a story in a minute. You see this? Stunna will tell a story in a minute. In a minute. She don't care. She don't give a F. And if you got something to say, she gonna tell you, get active, bitch. That's where Stunna's at. She don't give a fuck. She don't. And that's what's scary. That's what's scary and exciting to Blueface at the same fucking time. Ain't that crazy? Ain't that crazy? I was gonna say, give me something on Nvea. Wasting time. I'm getting Brent Fayez. I mean, honestly, open your eyes and see if you're gonna waste your time. She's saying, then waste your time with me. You can have all the space that you need. Listen, she over there Brent Fayezing. That's what she's doing. Wasting time. Wasting time. Healing from above. Okay? Nvea, once again, I always tell you this. Nevea's people, ancestors, whoever looks on her, is telling her to do some healing. It says you will heal from this situation. They're asking her to look higher. They're asking her to look higher. Here, ass kisser. She's telling Stunna to kiss her ass. She's so Stunna to kiss her ass. And she said nothing's forgiven. Unforgiven. She said nothing's forgiven. And she's been quietly suffering in silence because she's had to accept that Blue is going to have this around. And trust me, there is a fed up energy around Nvea. Fed up energy. And Blue going to be hitting her with one of these real soon if she don't watch it. Sorry I didn't give you closures. He going to be hitting her with that. Give me a card for Jaden. Damn. I didn't even get Chrisean yet. I'll get her last. Give me a card for Jaden. Jaden shot across. Let me see that junkie. I didn't. Runner. So Jaden's running. Okay, I'm put it here. Jaden's running. You know what? I'm gonna move it down. Hold on. Jaden's running. She said he on some job turkey shit, like he on something else, like he on some newness. There we go. I wanted to get away that y'all can see all the cards. She said he on demon time. He doing too much, and at this point, it's becoming dangerous. You know, because they don't know who he's gonna end up with. You know what room he gonna end up with. You know. So she's on runner. She said he on too much demon time, and Jaden as well. Sometimes Jaden get in a little demon time herself. A little demon time herself. When it comes to this dirty banana right here. Okay. See, he likes to pop up on her. He likes to pop up on Jaden. I'm back, and she start running. Look, he comes back. Not over her. Wanting her to take a risk with him all the time. Wanting her to lay with him all the time. Hitting her with the sorry I didn't give you closure. I'm telling you, Neveah's headed for that. He's not really feeling Nvea. He just wants this baby to hurry up and come so he could tell Nvea, you know, to scoot on. To scoot on. Chrisean. Okay. Chrisean. Winning season. So Chrisean is trying to get her, you know, get her level up right here with the jackpot. Okay, she's definitely coming up for that fight. Player, user, narcissistic, multiple partners, and an opportunist. This is how Chrisean thinks about Blueface right now. She feels also like Jaden, like he's on demon time. Chrisean said she's rocking with the real blessing. She's covered, okay, by the blood. She said she's covered by Christ or something, you know. She's saying that she's under the real blessing. She's the real blessing. She also said that Blueface used her a lot. With I'm sorry I didn't give you closure. He used her a lot. He ran through a lot of her money. And she's right here under the line too with the lurking, the STD like Stunna, itching, burning, herpes, foul odor, taking meds. Okay, she's just coming up under the same line with the real blessing. So she's been possibly trying to protect herself. From pop-ups and different things like that. She said they could kiss her ass too. She be praying a lot. It's time to give it to God. And she be in her phone watching a lot. This is Chrisean. She be on her phone watching who he be getting with. She can't believe some of the risks that he taking. It's a kind of fed up energy. She cries sometime about it. Okay. Is she over Blue? No. She's not. But she fights it. She fights against it like she's fighting against that food. You know? It haunts her. It's haunting. Okay? All of them have some type of haunted house energy with Blue. That's why they want to come over to the mansion. Okay? They want to come over to the mansion. Haunted by their decisions. That's what this card says. And a lot of them want to act like they don't care. They don't give a F. You know, they just doing them. You know, baddies. It's their time. You don't like it. Do some. Say some. Get active. You just jealous. I'm hearing Stunna come through. She talk a lot. You know, she start popping it. And a lot of these young ladies, they want to be pop. I'm telling you, like, they meet the right one, and the right one gonna give them a run for their money the way that they want it, the way that they pop it. They have rules. They calling themselves have rules. Don't hit me there. Don't hit me, you know, here. No, if you dealing with a real fighter, they're gonna go straight for the jugular. They're gonna be knocking teeth out. They're gonna be trying to cock eyeballs. All that. Come out that fight looking cockeyed, messing with some of these fighters. They don't care that you pretty. Back in the day when we was growing up, you know, it was a lot of violence going on. Man, they would walk up, give you what they call a $1.50, slicing right through, you know, people's faces and different things like that. Yeah, have to go to the hospital and get 150 stitches in your face and your neck and your this and your that. Yeah, I know Stunna been in a couple of pew fights and stuff like that. That's what I saw. She had to go to the hospital at one point in time from getting into a pew fight. So she'll pull it. Them eyes right there say it all. She'll pull it. Chrisean will pull it too, baby. Don't let it fool you. That's why I say don't. It's something very gritty about Blueface because he like the ones that get out in the field. Oh, he like that. You know, he don't look at Nvea as like that. He don't look at Nvea as getting active. Nvea actually sings. She's always trying to sing. I don't know why she's not on a record or something, or maybe that's why she was over there with Snoop. You know, he wanted to put on a track or something. Nvea sings and she wants people to know that she sings. She sings every now and then. Okay? So she's trying to eventually get out there too some type of way with the singing. Trust and believe. She want to know when Blue going to put her on a track or when Blue going to put her on a video or something. She want to get out there. She want to be like Stunna, the way Chrisean was, like Stunna, like Jaden. She want Blue to put her on a track. She want Blue to put her on a track. A lot of these young ladies feel cursed to have to hang around an energy like Blueface. They feel cursed. Because it did resolve a lot of past in their history. There's a lot of trauma in these young ladies' histories. A lot of trauma. You know? They put work on each other with the grease bag. They put work on each other. Because Stunna got the spell work card, baby. And Jaden got a grease bag before. They know how to do this work. And we already know Nvea is into what she into. Still in love with you. A lot of them are suffering in silence, calling themselves quote unquote in love with Blueface. There is no love, y'all. There's no love here. There's actual pleasure. There's stalking. You see the heart? There's stalking. This is not love. This is not love. This is wanting to lay down with them. You know? This is them trying to put potions in it. God is watching, baby. God is watching. God is watching. I'm just here telling y'all, spiritual and paid. About this energy. They all dumpster diving for the same milk container. The same one. They are. They all want to claim this man. They all want to claim being a part of this circus. All of them. And he said, you do? You want to be a part of this circus? Oh, you think it's a kingdom spouse over here. Oh. You looking through my window? They be looking for Blueface. They prideful. They're prideful. Yeah. He's unbothered. He said, sure. I give it to you if you want it. Draining gold diggers, clingers, fucking won't let go. He said, come on over. Come on over. The dirty banana, the leech. Come on over. Get some of this worm. He's here to teach them lessons. I told y'all that. He here to teach them lessons. Yeah. What they came to do to him, he's gonna reverse it. They're not getting where they want to get. He says he's a narcissist, and they are his greatest supply. You don't understand. I keep watching how he caught Stunna because for a minute I think he was under her spell for a minute, but he said I caught it. Oh, you want me to share my blessings with you, even though you didn't help manifest it. That's what he said he saw in Stunna. He saw a lot of chicks saying they don't want it, but they do want it. You know, Stunna don't want it right now, but eventually she do want something. She do want something. Just like Nvea wanted something. He said no matter how I slice it, they all headaches. That's how Blueface see him. He laugh at them. He laugh at them. He said, I know what they here for. He laughed at them. He said, I know what's up. He said his heart is beat up and their hearts are beat up. And everybody money focused. That's what he said. Everybody here for the lights, camera, action of it all. Yeah. He said, so that's what when I get ready, I ghost. Whenever I get ready, that's what Blueface is saying. Goes all the black widows. He said, because none of them is being goddesses. He said, this is what they're giving. He said they show up like they this. He said, but in the background, I know it's what it really is. Blueface. He said they're obsessed with me, man. Ooh, Blueface. Ooh. Give me a call for Karlissa. I didn't give Karlissa what we gotta give her. 6. We gotta give Karlissa 6. Karlissa. Unbothered. 1. Karlissa. Divine staff. Okay. 3. Petty. She said Queen Petty. Okay. Petty princess. Petty posh. She said when it comes to Blueface, her son, I'm seeing that as Blueface. She said she kind of shackled to these kids, man. It felt crazy. You know? Court case. He better be careful. He better be careful. I see the towel on the bottom and the court case on the top, man. This is like Blueface having to go in for a child support, or Blueface, you know, having some type of something that he had to go back and forth with these chicks for. Because he wanted to do the towel. She said she knows some things, and she said he better watch it. She said he better watch it. She said she sees something coming for him, blame game, when it comes to these chicks. Okay? Trying to connect with him. Has a lot of pride. She said really he should be slow and steady wins the race, but he up on him, making these shitty offers look real sweet. That's what she said. She said they roaches. Oh! She said they catfish. Karlissa. She said I only care about my babies. Ooh. She said I'm a goddess. That's what Karlissa said. She said don't play with me though. Karlissa. She said yep, I'm a narcissist too. Where you think he got it from? He got it from his mama. She said I did some things before, property damage. Ooh. She said she knows when she sees a struggling snake. Sneaky, jealous, envious, hidden motives, sly, and has it out for you. She said she know it. You know? It's not that she trusts Stunna, because y'all know she likes Stunna. She likes Stunna. It's not that she trusts her. She just like the way she moving. You know? She said, F it. If you're going to mess with a, you know, a person like how her son is moving on demon time with this devilish energy, then you just might as well, you know, put the crown on it. Act like it. But yeah, she was telling the young ladies, you know, what they need to do, how they need to do it. She was reading it down, telling her everything that she's doing wrong. Read it down. You can get some more cards. Read it down. I'm just watching how he acts in front of them. One thing that's not an act is their real-time emotions. When he's sitting there on the live with them, and they're making jokes, and they're talking, and they're doing all of this stuff, like I told you, Stunna just run her mouth because she gets nervous. And as soon as he said, oh, I clocked you, she got nervous. That's what she wanted to eat a noodle out of his mouth. To try to, oh, baby. No, he caught her. He caught her. That was golden. That was golden. Because I was just watching that whole scene. I'm like, something's wrong here. Blueface is not liking this whole scenario. Something's weird about this whole scene here. 2 guys in the back on the couch. Who's these dudes? You know, she with the bodysuit on. I was just looking at the whole thing. I was like, oh my gosh. Jaden been trying to steer clear. Jaden got a new show coming out with Karlissa, I think, or something like that. Some type of show where they're trying to find Jaden love. Yeah, something like that. Something like that. And Chrisean, once again, is working out. Her fight is coming up. She out here crying because, you know, she want them fries from McDonald's or wherever. You know, whatever she trying to eat. She can only eat 2 hard-boiled eggs or something like that. I don't know. But I ain't crying with you. Girl. Let's not forget Ronnie Doe. That's all I keep saying. Let's not forget Ronnie Doe. With that camera. Let's not forget. All right, let's get some more cards for camp. For the camp. Let's see here. What do I want to get for them? What do I want to get? Let me see. Oh, I should get those. I should, but let me pull it out. Okay. Give me 2 cards for Chrisean. 2 cards for Chrisean. Chrisean. I'm just going to look. I'm just going to take it if it's here. Heartbreak. You see that? Chrisean is still dealing with a broken heart. And big break. A lot of pressure on her right now to do, you know, come through some doors, do some things. A lot of pressure on Chrisean. Okay? Stunna girl. Sometimes the worst breakups are the ones that never got full closure. This is Chrisean. What hurts most isn't the ending. It's the fact that it ever felt so right. That she's grieving right now. Stunna girl. Family feud. Okay? Stunna is having some back and forth with some people. Could be in her family or her camp. Alright? Could be the person that she was married to or, you know, connected with at some point. I don't know the guy's name. Sometimes blood is thicker than water, and sometimes it's just thicker with drama, judgment, and silent grudges. She holding a grudge with her family or something like that. I see throwing shade. You see that? That's the look Stunna be giving. Stunna be looking. She'll squint her eyes. You know? That squint right there is dangerous, baby. She throwing mad shade at everybody that, you know, didn't believe in her or something like that. Mad shade. People that supposedly were supposed to be family and supposed to be helping her. It's like she has a revengeful heart. Here's a revengeful heart. Pulling strings. This is Blueface. At boiling point. Blueface. Blueface is getting a little fed up with these chicks sometimes. You know what I mean? And their antics. Because they're not really real. You know? It's not what you know. It's who you can control. Someone is orchestrating the situation to make sure they stay on top. So he's definitely doing that. He's pulling all the strings for all of them. For sure. Boiling point right here. Pressure has been building for too long. This situation is one spark away from full-blown combustion. He's about to read one of these girls down. I don't know if he read Nvea down or he's reading Stunna down, or I don't know if it's Jaden. He holds resentment for Jaden because he wanted Jaden to fall in line like the way he had Chrisean, like, you know, just basically barking at the door in order to get into the studio. Jaden said, So he holds resentment for Jaden. He's dealing with some emotions. He got his mom on his mind. Okay? I don't know if I don't think he's drinking or doing anything. I'm not sure. He eats a lot. That's a comfort for them. Eating has become a comfort for a lot of them. You know? And Blue got to watch it with Nvea being pregnant. It's easy to lay up with the pregnant woman and also pack on the weight too. Okay? Give me 2 cards for Jaden. Oh, okay. Y'all seen how that popped out my hand, right? Look at that. Status symbol. That's crazy. Status symbol for Jaden. Plot twist. Okay? So some good things may be happening for Jaden. Good things. She might get a new job, some new gig or something like that. Someone is chasing symbols instead of substance. And wonder why it still feels empty. Jaden is seeking for something to complete her on the inside. New info just dropped and it's juicy. Suddenly the dots connect and the real story is showing up. Whatever happened to Buki? When she had her little Buki, her little girlfriend, Blueface didn't like that because Buki actually has some feelings or emotions for Jaden. And she was showing him back, and every time he would come around, they would have little hats for each other. They would be showing each other little affection and stuff like that. He was jealous. Okay. Let's get Nvea. So we got Chrisean was first, Stunna second, Blueface third, Jaden fourth. Let's get Nvea. Spirit, 2 cards for Nvea. Troubled past for Nvea. Troubled past. The past still lingers like smoke in the room. Even if it's buried, its energy hasn't left the building. And y'all see what I got in my hand, right? Stop playing with your divine goddess, Davy. This is Nvea. Once again, I told you, he is pulling the wool over this girl's eyes. Scam alert. Scam alert. Okay? This could have been her first son's dad as well. That could have scammed her or left her with, a little bit of a broken past. And like Blueface said, he'd rather help the person that needs help versus the ones who got a little something pumping for them already. the one that's going to be grateful. And bow down. And bow down. Blueface got a lot of dirty laundry, baby. It's dirty laundry. He got all these washing machines that he trying to tend to. The audacity. Look, this Karlissa. Karlissa's pointing and looking and watching them. Every last one of them that connects here. Put this up here. Every last one of them that connects with him, she's watching. She said she knows why he split like that. She knows what the issues are. Do you hear the car horn honking? She knows what the problems are with him. She's seen him at his absolute worst, and she's seen him at his best. She said half of this child's DNA is mine. She said these women have no idea what's going on with him. That's what Karlissa said. It's a lot of envy. It's a lot of envy going on right now. And I don't know why, but I'm giving this to, I do know why actually, you know what I mean, but to Stunna. To Stunna. I said, but Stunna's beautiful. Stunna don't got nothing to be envious. Da, 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 da. It's not that. It's not that she still don't have the life that she wants. She still don't have the life that she wants. And so she's still looking and trying to see how can she get in there. How can she get in there? Envy wears many faces. Sometimes it shows up as fake support, fake concern, or unsolicited advice. When she shows up around Blue just hanging around and stuff like that. She wants the other ladies to see her and to envy her. See me over here. See me over there. Look at me. I'm a work of art. Stunna has a nervous tick. If she didn't have that hair on her head, she would lose her mind. She needs something to grab onto. Every 2 minutes, she grabs her hair. Every 2 minutes. Every 2 minutes. That is a nervous tick. That's a nervous tick. I see test results. Give me another card for Chrisean. Heartbreak, big break. Give me another card for Chrisean. Oh, the bills are stacking and funds are shrinking, and the lifestyle isn't matching the bank account anymore. What? That's for Chrisean. I said, give me another card. That's why big break is there. I think she needs this financially. She needs it financially. A big break. An open door. That's why she stays in the gym. Jaden. Jaden, look at this. Court date right over Nvea. The courtroom might be a stage, but the real drama started long before the documents were filed. Long before the documents were filed. With status symbol and plot twist. I think she's going to be watching, like maybe the rest of us. Somebody might be trying to take Blue to court regarding a baby or regarding some type of situation. Regarding some type of situation. Sometimes she said she wished she would have just took him to damn child support court and that's it. Pay your child support. Pay your child support. She don't want to be bothered with all the extra stuff. You know? All the shady dealings and all the fighting. Everybody in it for some type of money or some type of curated image. You know? It's a fight up in here. Fighting. Communication has collapsed. It's no longer about finding solutions. It's about winning at all costs with this group of ladies right here. And shady dealings. It's about that bread. It's about that bread. And images. Curated images. Envy vibes. It said it's not always just about the money. It's about the clout, the access, the reputation. There are many ways to get what played. Played? What's something hidden about this camp? Oh, a lot tried to come out. What's something hidden about this camp, Spirit? What's something hidden from the public? Hidden agendas and double lives. Hidden agendas and double lives, y'all. It's not what it seems for some of them. They're doing some things that people don't know about and people can't see. They're making, greasing palms or either making connections behind the scenes with other people. They're mixing it up. They don't know. Not everyone's motives are obvious. This connection comes with fine print and a hidden clause. Someone is juggling stories, identities, or relationships, and hoping no one notices the overlap. The overlap? By invite only. I wonder who invited the circus. I wonder who sent them the invite. Mm, 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 mm. Ooh wee, ooh wee. Give me one more. Give me one more, Spirit. That was interesting. What's up, Sonya? What's up, Balo? What's up, Rose? Hey, Johanna. Uh-oh. Hey, Janique. We just sitting here reading about the circus. About the circus? Give me one more. What's the hidden energy about this group? What's the hidden energy? They under contract, y'all. And if they don't follow through, you see this blood on this money? There's money, influence, or power changing hands in a way that it isn't meant to be traced. You heard that? When it comes to this living large. Okay? Give me a hidden energy about this whole group. A hidden energy. They do it to go viral. They all do it to go viral. Doing the work. Right. They all do it to go viral. Spirit said there's a whole lot of living and learning that this group is going to do. What's one living and learning that they're going to do, Spirit? About making this money. What they will do for the money. What they will do for the money. Spirit said they're going to live and learn about that. You know? We're going to watch them as well. They go viral to make the financial flow increase. A new level of wealth and power and confidence is activating. That's why they want to be out here. They want to get invited, right? With the party scene, they want to get invited to special places again. They want to be in the special rooms. That's what this is all for. They want to be in the special rooms. Okay. Let's see some more. Y'all know I'll be digging into them. I'll be digging into them. I'll be finding out what's going on. Let me get some tarot on. I'm going to get some tarot on. Hold on, y'all. Chrisean out here big time with that heartbreak energy. Big time. Okay. Let me get some tarot real quick and see what they up to. Let me see what they up to. Let me see what they up to. Because right now, y'all, all we do is pretty much just watch. There's nothing you can do. They're streaming 24 hours, 7 days a week, feel like. You know, they just want you to stay entertained or to stay, how do you say that? Distracted with this stuff here while other things are going on in the background. None of them getting anywhere. They just making appearances. They making their rounds. He got a rotation. He has a rotation so that his stream or his live never goes dead. You know? Yeah, do you hear that? You heard the call honk. Back me up, Spirit. Okay, let's get some more cards for the circus. Tell me about, because I hear her twang coming out. Tell me about Stunna Girl. This is Stunna Girl coming out. Yeah. This is Stunna Girl. 10 of Cups. Okay. 7 of Wands. All right. She's been protecting herself from her family or something like that. Or she's been protecting herself because she wants to have a family. As baddie as Stunna gives, she wants to have a family. She wants to be doted on, you know? Wifed up, so to speak. Passion. Okay? She would prefer the family over guys obsessing and looking her like a, like an object. Like an object. She wants someone to have some genuine feelings for her or something like that. Yeah. Knight of Cups. A lot of dudes is on her. They obsess over her. They want to sleep with her. But she like, do they want to give her a family? Did you hear that call, horn, huh? Back me up, Spirit. How does Blueface feel about Stunna? Hold on. Well, she comes to see him for sure. She comes to see him. He likes when she comes to see him. He said he feels like she got a personality disorder. Secretly. Did you hear the call, horn honking? That's the secret. With the moon. That's how Blueface feels about Stunna. He feels that she has a personality disorder. Do Do you hear the call her hunting? She's two different people. He said it's one part of her he really digs, he really loves. That's a cool side of her. That's when she first came around. Remember, she was wearing the long dresses, you know, just sitting there, just kind of looking real cutesy, not too much makeup, being a little bit more natural, being a little bit more, you know, just down to earth and just cool and shit like that. But now he's starting to see the raunchy side of her. He's starting to see the raunchy. That was Stunna. Okay. Let's see real quick. Oh, let me ask real quick. How does Stunna feel about Blueface? How does Stunna feel about Blueface? She says, the fool. She says she cool, you know what I mean? She said, he not gonna make her a fool. That's what she said. She said he needs some guidance. Yeah. She said, because she trying to pull something. She coming through like as the sun, you know, this like Oshun energy, very sexy energy, very attractive, very alluring, like Aphrodite type energy, but she's very sneaky. Stunna girl is very sneaky, baby. She got tricks up her sleeve. She has things she want to accomplish. I keep telling you that. Stunna is trying to be like a Nicki Minaj. You know what I'm saying? She's trying to have a name. She's trying to have products. She's trying to be out here. She's trying to be really, really big. And ain't nobody going to stop her, baby. Ain't nobody going to stop her. Okay? Let's see who we're going to get right now. Chrisean. Twin Flame. Chrisean. She still thinks about Blueface. Also, before we leave off of Stunna, with the Fool card, she goes to visit Blueface when she just wants to get away, you know, come to a different place and, you know, do her thing, whatever. But she's being sneaky in that house. She's being sneaky in the house. Stunna be doing little things. All right, Chrisean, Twin Flame. Tell us about this for Chrisean. Chrisean been praying. And with the innocence, I look at this as Chrisean Jesus. So she's been focused on that, you know, and trying to get this out of her system. Trying to get the whole situation out of her system. Tell me about Chrisean. King of Wands, yep. She's been watching. She's trying to get this Blueface situation out of her system. Okay? Somebody's been advising her. This could be Coach Calvin. You know what I'm saying? They've been advising her on how to get his energy away from her. Knight of Swords, she's been spying though. She's been watching. All right? Don't think Chrisean don't have things to say. Chrisean got smoke, but she's just been redirecting it towards like her prayers in the church and working out and exercising. Believe it or not, working out has done wonders for Chrisean to help her release a lot of pent up smoke and stress. That's why she used to pop on Blueface the way she used to pop off on him. She wasn't working out the way she works out now. Chrisean could go hit that bag up and beat the shit out of that bag, or go, you know, do a 3-mile run or whatever she, you know, and work it out of her system. So she's definitely on social media. Chrisean is on social media and she's watching social media. She's definitely still being talked about in a major way. Give me some more cards for Chrisean. Tell me about Chrisean. Tell me about Chrisean. Hater. This is how she be watching that shit. I told you Chrisean got a scowl on her face. She got a scowl. She want to smile, but something still ain't right. It's not the happy smile that she used to have when she was with Blueface. He made her happy. That was her everything, y'all. You know, like she used to say, that was her nigga. That was her, you know, that was her bae, her boo, or whatever. You know, how she looked at him. But she's been working. She's been working, and she's also paying attention to how he's making his money on this streaming thing. She's trying to get into it. She feel like he's a vampire. She feel like he can't get enough. She feels like he also hurt her and just left her with the pain. You know, so that's why she's a little bit, you know, she's just looking. She said he the devil. Child, don't ask me. I'm just reading the cards. This is Chrisean's cards. She said he the devil. Oh, shit. Chrisean. Okay. If Chrisean could say something Blueface, what would she say? What would she say? Ooh. She said the truth. She said, I speak my truth to him. I tell him how I feel. She said the truth. That's divine sword of truth, baby. She said she'd tell him how he hurt her. 9 of Wands. Look. Queen of Swords. She would tell him how he hurt her. If Stunna could say something to Blue, what would she say? What would she say? She said, you're boring and you make me go to sleep. Or either after she, you know, I don't know if she's actually being intimate with Blueface, but yeah, if he giving her the D, she get the D and she just go to sleep. That's it. 4 of Swords. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. If Stunna could say something to Blueface, what would she say? Oh, we got cards right here. What's this? She said, I'm cool on you. You cool and everything like that. She said, lovers, you know, we can connect sometime. She said, but you got to have that coin, baby boy. That's a Page of Pentacles. She said, your coin too low. She said, that's why I block you sometimes. You see that? Page of Wands. She said, that's why you don't get no access. She said, the coin too low. She said she got other people offering her. You know? So she'll come through and collect your coin every now and then, like Pac-Man. Come through and eat them up, you know, go through the maze. So once she, you know, and then she'll circle back around the Blueface and Pac-Man through his joint. You know? That's how she do. Pac-Man. Pac-Woman. Chrisean don't like what she sees online, but she be watching Blue. She don't like it. She don't like it. She don't like it. Yeah, look at that. Stunna is watching. If Blue were to get into some type of situation or something, like Stunna ain't sticking around. You see that? 8 of Cups. She said she watching, baby. She keeping a sharp eye on things. That's what she said. All right, that was Stunna and Chrisean. Stunna and Chrisean, they was hitting enemies. That's what between the two of them. It was hitting enemies. Right here in the middle between those two. Okay? So, who we got now? We have Nvea. Let me pick these up. Make space. We're going to do Nvea and Jaden. Nvea and Jaden. Okay. Hold on. I see hidden enemies right here. Yep. Okay. Nvea and Jaden. Nvea and Jaden. Okay. Give me some cards for Nvea. Miss Nvea, come to the table. Nvea. What's going on with Nvea? These cards right here. What are these? Concern. Concern. Something about money in the distant future. Okay? So she's trying to figure out how she's going to, you know, get her foundation stabilized for the upcoming future, especially with this baby coming. And she says she's praying and hoping that, you know, this baby doesn't be a prison for her, or that he doesn't go back to prison in any type of way. So I'm gonna pull some more cards though. You know, definitely when it concerns this house that she up in with Blueface, for sure. She says she's just been trying to be on her good. Okay, Nvea is being watched over right now, especially with child. She's being watched over. All right, she's being protected. And if it's not, Blueface is protecting her. If not alone, just for the fact that she's pregnant, you know, there's protection there for her. Okay? I do see moving on, achievement and ancestors. I tell you, this is not going to be a long go for her. See the moving on with the achievement and the ancestors? She's going to have to move past this situation in order to achieve something. She's going to have to. Okay? I don't know if Nvea is going to be the one with the courthouse to take them in and have the child supported out or whatever the case. I don't know what's going to go on. Because what she's hoping for is not what's going to happen. Now what's going to happen? He's been blocking her, and she's been angry. She has felt blocked from his heart chakra. That's Nvea. That's what might make her move on. You know, and she talks a lot. She tells her friends a lot of things, or there's a lot of gossip or conversations going on around about whether Nvea is a sure bet, like, you know, somebody who could be victorious in the future, and she can be. But right now she's angry. I tell you, Nvea is giving this energy off. I'm there. You're not gonna tell me nothing. That's my baby daddy. Her ancestors said they know why she's angry. They know why she's angry. She's been hiding this. She's been hiding this. And as well, Blueface don't talk nice to Nvea all the time. He done told her some things or two. That's why she had to calm down all the smiles and all the this and all the that. She's pregnant. She ain't got no choice right now. She got to hold that emotional pain inside. He's taking out some of his pain on her too. She just don't tell it. She's been keeping it a secret. She's been keeping it a secret. Nvea is upset on the inside. She's not telling anybody, you know. She's chilling on the video and everything. Yes, she's eating. She, you know, they got prenatal, doing what she got to do. There's nothing else you can do. But do he like the way he does her? When he bring them women back and forth and on video with this one and that one? No, she don't like it at all. She don't like it at all. She don't know where that damn, that dirty banana been. Like I said, he bring it right back to her. She already know if anybody gonna get that banana, she gonna get that banana. She don't know where it's been. All she can do is trust his word. That's all she can do. He don't know nothing about these chicks from West, nothing. Karma right here. She don't want to be in this pain no more. This went upside down. She says anybody who mess with her, they're going to get karma. That's what she said. That's what Nvea said. She said because right now she's pretty pissed about a few things. She want to throw them fingers up, you know, those the middle fingers and birds and all kind of things she want to throw up. She said because she feels that these women are around here just for a bag, you know, that they thieves. They thieves. You know, there I go right there. And Nvea be looking into them cards and them crystal balls, baby. I'm trying to tell you something. I'm trying to tell you something. She be trying to see what she can see when it comes to her man. Because she know that it's manipulation going on right now. This Nvea. Nvea is being manipulated like a puppet. And she's sitting back, she thinks about it. What is she thinking about? She's thinking about that love spell she put on Blueface to get that baby. Nvea manifested this. I keep telling you that. It wasn't by accident that Nvea is in the picture the way she's in it. She manifested this. She know her baby daddy is completely karmic. She know that. That's right. Yeah, she know that. If Nvea could say something to Blueface, what would she say? He don't give her enough money, or either he could be struggling in a way that nobody else knows. Or either she need help. She need more help than what he's giving her. And she is doing things. I get this all the time from Nvea. Nvea doing things. She got the love spell and the ritual. If Nvea could say something to Blueface, what would she say? She's expecting. She want him to go with her to more doctor's appointments, be more concerned about her pregnancy, be more on top of things. Yeah, with her expecting. And this doctor, yeah, with the gift, that's her being pregnant. You know, she says she got a gift, she's carrying a gift, and he should be paying more attention to her. See the trusted, right? He should be paying more attention to her. That's what she said. Okay, Nvea. I hear you, darling. Let's get Jaden. Jaden, I see this right here. With destruction. Jaden said all this shit is messy. All these chicks, you know, everywhere, it's just messy. And she said if he don't stop, he's going to get himself in trouble. That's what she said. All right, let's see. I do see manipulation down here. She says he's manipulating the situation and has manipulated her. Just playing all of them back and forth with Jaden when it comes to this relationship. She said she does feel abused. She said it's abuse of power. She said, and using her love. How does Blue feel about Jaden? Earth Angel. He says out of all the women, you know what I mean? Like, she just gives genuine, just chill vibes, down to earth vibes. You know? He says she got sides to her as well, but she's more control with it, not like Stunna. Not like Stunna. He says sometimes he looks at Jaden and he feels she don't know what's going on at times. Or either Jaden is looking at Blue like he don't know what the hell is going on at times. They both put each other in confusion and illusion. But this is how Blue feels about Jaden. Earth Angel. North Node. And sometimes confusion and illusion. How does Jaden feel about Blue? How does Jaden feel about Blue? Tell me how Jaden feels about Blue. Ooh. No. Oh, shit. Okay. Bliss. How Jaden feels about Blue. Bliss. She has love for Blue. She has love for Blue, but she does not feel that they have a future. She does not feel that this will be going far. She don't feel it. She said that's because he has too many entity attachments from all of the women. She said she sees it on him. Jaden has like spiritual eyes. Jaden was raised, you know, in spirituality in some type of way. And she said she sees the entity of money on him. You know? Money has an energy. But the chase of it, you know, being controlled by it. The spirit of money. She said this is what's throwing him off. Chasing the bag so hard. And she said she do pray for him. She said, but I'm much smarter than I was before. And she said, I know things. Keep seeing this imprisonment. I think this is either he wants to keep her bound in something with him, or either once again, she's also hoping that he does not go back in any type of way. And she says, there are times where he shows her high honor, you know, or she wants to honor him in a different type of way, or see him in a different type of light, but he's just making himself so karmic. She said he made himself karmic, and he is the one who caused the ending between them. She said she just can see behind the veil. Don't fall her. She can see what they can't see, she says. All these others. Third-party situations. She said she gives him messages sometimes that he can't believe. That's why he trusts her. Some of the things that she has told him or that she has said, it has come to fruition whenever she's with him. She says sometimes he's like a child. She knows him. And there's moving on for Jaden as well. I see new love for Jaden. She's trying to manifest that for sure. For sure. If Blueface could say something to Jaden, what would he say? What would he say? If Blueface could say something to Jaden right now, what would he say? He don't, okay, I know this is going to sound strange. He does not want to energetically divorce Jaden. Do you hear the car horn honking? He does not want to energetically divorce Jaden. He wants her to continue to stay around. Yeah. If he could say something to Jaden, what would he say? What is this? Legal in-house. Look. I ain't lying. You see that? I ain't lying. I don't know. Or he might feel, as well on the flip side, he might feel that nobody is going to get the title to his house because his house is worth money or something like that. That could be another scenario as well. Jaden said, I don't care. Kiss my ass. Jaden don't care. Jaden don't care. You know? She said, listen. She said, I'm over it. She said she over it. Look. She said she over it. Lust monster. She said she over it. I get it. She said I let the flying monkeys handle it. I like Jaden's attitude. I do. I do. If you notice, she was the only one of the only baby mamas that was able to be around Chrisean. They just wound up teaming up together. They just wound up teaming up together after a minute. So, y'all know who we missing. Miss Karlissa. Karlissa. She said, listen, I see Karlissa coming out. Look at here, rich girl. She said, yes. Yes, I'm coming to the table. She said, Mrs. Sappho, you just hold it right there. You just hold it right there. I got some things to handle, okay? She said, my reading is up. My reading is up. Okay, girl. All right, I got you. Karlissa. Okay, Karlissa. Give me some cards for Karlissa. I need some cards for Karlissa. The mama. Give me some cards for Karlissa. I see intuitive Kev. Kev said, all right, I'm going to have to help you. I'm going to have to help you with this one. I'm jumping in. All right, Kev, come on in. Come on through, Kev. Come on through. Okay. Tell us what's going on. Karlissa. What is going on with Karlissa? How's she feeling? What's she dealing with? Karlissa. Now, I seen this card and I didn't want to pull it out. I said, no. Let me find out Karlissa out. He be looking at these young things. Shh. Don't tell nobody. Karlissa be looking at these young things out here. I don't know what you got going on, Mrs. Sappho. I see third-party situation. Okay. Or either the hubby is out here, you know, mixing and mingling some things. I'm not sure what's going on. Somebody could be trying to, like, make their little presentation for Karlissa. I don't know. Keep it quiet. Keep it quiet. Karlissa might be doing a few things too. I see ritual and I see unexpected money. So she said she's working on her money. She said, girl, listen. The karmic femme is coming right behind her. She said, girl, keep it quiet. I don't need to tell her too much right here. Karmic femme, karmic masculine, ritual and unexpected money. Karlissa. She said, what? Karlissa. She said, I gotta do what I gotta do, girl. Karlissa! No. Okay, let me keep it going. Tell us a little bit more. How's Karlissa feeling about the Blueface camp? And Karlissa doing, she said, girl, all right. Listen, she said, just know I'm getting what I need to get. Okay, look, she said, you can trust that. Honey. Okay, I trust it. Earth angel. Yeah, I get you, girl. Okay. She said they don't know which side they're going to get at me. She said I can switch it up. I know you can. All right. How you feel about Blueface? Ooh. She said, girl, please. Miss me with that bullshit. She said, miss me with it. Okay, Karlissa, tell me more. Karlissa. She said, he too busy. He too busy with everybody else. She said, he don't know I'm the boss. She said, I'm the boss. Oh my gosh. She said, you got too much going on. Everybody got their clothes off. Here she is. See, that's Karlissa. She came out as the rich girl, but she got the mature man. Here she is, the mature woman. So she's there. That's Karlissa coming out. She said, I got the gift. She said, I got a gift. She said, I be knowing. I told you, Karlissa know things. She knows some stuff. Yes, she does love herself. Yes, Karlissa is connected with the divine. She does pray. You know? She does pray. She said she got her stuff too, just like anybody else with the karmic feminine, the karmic masculine, with the ritual and the unexpected. She said, I got my things too, but keep it quiet. Keep it quiet. She said right now she's blocking him from her heart chakra too, and she believes he's blocking her. You know, he's blocking her, but she's blocking him too, she said. She said two can play their game. Two. She said he can't never take the love that she has for him from her. So he could be mean, he could block, he could try to keep her out. That's what she's saying. She said, I'm the coach. She said, I'm the coach. She said, it wouldn't be no game if it wasn't for me. It wouldn't be no Dalmatians if it wasn't for me. She said, it'd be none of that. She said, I took a lot of blows and a lot of hits for my children and for our lifestyle and trying to get on the path. She's been through a lot. Karlissa don't talk about some things, but she's cried. She's had some tears. She's been manipulated. She's been in the situations before. And she paid her dues, she said. She said, I paid my dues. She said, but with money, you know, with great power comes great responsibility. You know, and with all this money and things like that, she said, sometimes karma can come with it. She said she want Blue to be real careful because money can come and go. She said, but your mama is here forever. You know, as long as that lasts. She said, I'm here. She said, the money gonna come and go. Give me a call. How she feel? How she feel about Stunna? I was gonna say Stunna first. Starseed. She just feels Stunna is terrific. She just likes that. Okay. I was gonna say how she feel about Nvea. Nvea getting this twin flame. That's a lesson. That's a lesson. How she feel about Jaden? Real love. She feel Jaden is the real love. How she feel about Chrisean? She said Chrisean's in a whole nother league. She's out here doing something different. She's achieving something different. So we got Stunna, Nvea, Chrisean. Stunna, Nvea, Jaden, Chrisean. Yeah. With the courthouse, I just look at this as the karmic tie that Blueface has to all of them. He's karmically tied to all these women. You know? I'm not being funny. I just flipped it upside down. The Ice Queen, she says she don't believe none of them are smart. She says she waiting for the smart one to show up. That's why she at least gives Stunna a little credit. She said at least she do what she want to do. She not going to have nobody tying her down like that. But she said she don't feel none of them is smart. And they all need to wake up. She said especially Nvea. Look, she sees that as Nvea. You know, the light eyes, you know, the kind of light tone. Yeah. This card was like this. She don't feel they smart. So that was Karlissa. If Karlissa could say something to Blueface, what would she say? That he be telling lies on her. That he told lies on her. That he be telling a lot of lies on her, she said, when it comes to when he be talking about the family. She said she did a lot of work. She contributed a lot. You know, she put in a lot to his growth. That's what she said. For him to be a rising star, and then for him to come back and throw tomatoes at her and talk to her greasy, she said it's abusive. She said, because if it wasn't for her, single, sexy, and successful, it would be no him. She said, surprise. I heard bitches, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I heard surprise bitches. Like, yeah, that's what I heard. That's what I heard her say. She said, before you come over here trying to steal anything from your mama, this is Karlissa now. She said, you can't rob shit from over here. She said, you can't take nothing from over here. She said, you got your whole DNA makeup from me. That's what she said in the Blueface. And she said, you need to repent and say your prayers and ask for forgiveness, you know? She said, because these women got him tripping. That's what she said. They got him tripping. They got him tripping. And she says, I'll be damned if, I let them come over here and run through everything she said that she done built. You see them crops? She said, I'll be damned if I let them heifers run through and break up everything that I done built. Hell, no. That's what she said. Actual money. No. And she said she know what they want. She know what they want. And with the divination card upside down, she said they're willing to put some work on him. She said they're willing to put some work. She said they don't see shit. They don't see nothing. They don't be honoring his mama. She said they don't be honoring her as soon as they get with him. She said whenever they got with him, they don't be honoring her. She said sometimes she don't feel good. She said, but she worries that one of these heifers is going to put it on him, and he's going to wind up, with some type of health issue or concern. That's what she said. She worries, Sometimes she gets upset that he spends so much time. She said with these, chicks that ain't helping him really do nothing. They just want to run through the crops. It makes her jealous and envious sometimes. Because she be waiting, for communication. She be waiting. She said, don't worry about it. She said, I got something for all of them. She said, I got something for every last one of their asses. She said, I'm going to wake them up. She said, don't worry about it. She's not even joking. She's not even joking. Look, I'm telling you. She said, hello. She said, hello. Endings. An evil eye. She said, I'm not even joking. She said, I'm not even joking with all of them over there at that house. She said, because sometimes they get on there acting a total fool. They get on there showing their ass. She said, that's okay. I'm unbothered. She said, that's okay. I'm unbothered. She said, I still love my family. She said, but they're not going to be happy till I change. You know what I mean? Till she stopped being, you know, Karlissa normally come through, you know, on some chill shit. She said, until I change, they're not going to be happy. She said, normally she coming through on some good stuff. She said, but when she come through on good energy, here they come through. Emotional pain. From her own child, she said, from my own child. But he said, I have emotional pain, unresolved. They have an issue. Blueface and the mama, they have some type of, you know, back and forth that they got going on with one another. Yeah, you're just taking a little peek. Just taking a little peek. And Karlissa also peeks behind the veil somehow. Somehow. Somehow she does that. Okay? She was trying to school them girls. She was trying to tell Nvea what to do. She said, I done told you what to do now. You know, how to do this, a little bit of that. Nvea don't see it. But I'm going to tell you this about a narcissist. Because Blueface is definitely a narcissist. With a narcissist, you only need to do what they need you to do. Nothing else. A narcissist wouldn't care if the house was going to pure shit. They wouldn't care if the garbage was piled up from him here to Timbuktu. They don't need you to pay attention to the garbage. They don't need you to pay attention to the house or the surroundings. They need you to pay attention to them. That's the way a narcissist moves. Only at the point where they're not paying attention to you, then you can go ahead and get into something else. But as long as they need your attention, that's all they need it for. He might just want her to sit there all night and just look in his face and go get things back and forth. Go get me a glass of water. Go get me a sandwich. Go get me something to eat. Other than that, he wanted to sit right there. They're weird. They need a constant audience. Or they need to know somebody is under their full control. Remember, a narcissist looks at you like you're their arm. Or, you know, you're their hand or something. And they need to be able to use you to grab things, to pick things up. You know, whatever they need you, go get this, go get that, they need you. That's how they operate. So in a way, Nvea is getting away with it right now because he only need her for what he need her for. That's all. That's why she's getting away with it. And as well, as long as she ain't got no drawer in that house, she don't live there. For women, where you start to take control is the kitchen. The kitchen is one of the areas where you start to take control of a house. I'm telling you something. Once you start, and you know who knows that? Stunna. With the chemistry, Stunna knows that. Stunna knows that. She knows that when you put spices in the cabinet, that means something. You understand? When you cooking and things like that, it brings flavor. Women bring flavor. We bring variety. We bring zest. We bring, you know, the energy. Okay. Now, Spirit, I want you to bypass what they show us. Bypass what they show us. Tell me the real energy. The real. Bypass what they show us. Tell us what they're really thinking here. Okay. First person, Chrisean. Confessions. Confessions. Chrisean hides a lot of secrets. Okay? In her mind. She keeps it to herself, unveiling, coming clean messages. And she puts herself into a fantasy world. So she doesn't have to confront these secrets. Daydreaming, imagining, fantasizing. But there's a lot of broken energy inside of Chrisean. Shattered, heartbroken, and destroyed. Okay. Stunna girl. Stunna girl. What does she hide that nobody can see? Regardless of what she's showing. Okay? She struggles with her divine feminine energy. She struggles with it. Stunna. Because it came out sideways. And it came out over here by Chrisean. She feels like she would have rather have not had to walk under Chrisean's light or something like that. And what I heard said she knew Blueface before Chrisean or something like that. I'm not sure. I heard something like that. Yin energy. I see only you. Okay? She wants these men to only see her. But she has image issues. She has image issues. I told you if she didn't have that hair on her head, she would be constantly pulling that hair. I see karma right here. Stunna got some karma that she needs to clear. Consequences, cause and effect, and debt. And that causes a conflict with her. Consequences, cause, effects, and debts. She got some karma attached to her. I don't know what she did or what the case is. Give me another card for Stunna. Divine Feminine. Silence. Look at her. She keep this shit to herself. Stunna keep this shit to herself, baby. Frozen. No words. Stonewall. So it's like Stunna been through a battle on the inside and she don't tell nobody what that battle is about. This is volcanic ash. This is total destruction. Something happened. No words. Stonewall. Silence. Ashes is all that's left. Something being burnt to the ground. Something crumbled in Stunna's world. She keeps that to herself. I'm getting this broken energy between these girls right here. Broken. Okay. Nvea. Distracted. Nvea is distracted. Nvea has a lot of thoughts. It could be baby brain. Okay. I heard, shout out to the public offender. He said a lot of these chicks are suffering from dick on brain-itis. I had to take that. There's a conflict right now. That's why she's distracted. This conflict. Clashing differences, incompatibility. Her and Blueface are getting into baby clashes. If it wasn't for the actual, break, and if it wasn't for, the missing time frame, when she's not around, when he starts to miss her, they would clash a lot more. Look, this is all she got on her mind. Divine masculine. Now you see why Blueface is so attracted to Stunna. He got the divine masculine, she got the divine feminine. Alright? So he sees himself with a body like Stunna, image-wise, but he wanted to act like Nvea or Jaden. He wanted to act like Nvea or Jaden. Okay. Tell me about Blueface. Abandoned, dismissed, irrational fear. He hides his feelings from these girls. He hides his emotions. Blueface, he hides it. Through ecstasy, chasing thrills, excitement, and a good time. That's how he hides it. What is he hiding? He feels abandoned. At the root of this is Karlissa. At the root of this is Jaden. At the root of this is Chrisean. Nvea is coming on the later end. Stunna is coming in on the later end. But yeah, these emotions are already set in. Left out, walked away. Cold. Tell me about Jaden. Give me some cards for Jaden. How does Jaden feel? Resistance. Secret admirer, suppressing, timid. Jaden holds a lot of her emotions to herself as well. Beauty. Charming, graceful, kind-hearted. And Jaden just watches quietly. She watches. Social network, information, and ways. Jaden could be getting her smoke on. I don't want to say this is also my, line them things up. That powder, baby. But I don't want to say Jaden's into anything like that. But I do see social network and information and waves. She's emotional. Let's see. She's emotional, baby. She holds it to herself. She does. All right. Karlissa. What is Karlissa hiding? Chemistry. Look at Karlissa. She's coming through. Very colorful. Attraction, spark, and passion. She said she's going to be releasing a lot of people and places and things. She said, oh no. I don't know if Karlissa saw my thing or not. Very good, Karlissa. I see you done backed right off of Blueface camp. You back right out of that. You back right up. You back your whole bike out of that. You know what I'm saying? Your whole truck. You backed it out. Yeah. That's exactly what you're supposed to do. Get quiet on him. Don't say nothing. Live your life. Go to your spas. Go to your gym. You know, go get your nails, your hair done. Work on your businesses. I told you, work on your cap and your t-shirt line, Karlissa. Get you a little clothing, you know, strictly for you, the mama, or however you want to, six side or whatever you got going on. Yeah, get that going. Get all the way into that. Start streaming your live stream more often, or you and your hubby, y'all have y'all free time together. Get into all your stuff, you know. Do your grandma thing when you feel like doing it. Don't even be available all the time like you used to be, you know. If it's not just for the love of the kids, nah. Let them handle that. And he gonna come looking for you. Look. He gonna come looking for you. That's exactly how you do it. You get quiet. Look, you get into your healing. She said, I'm into my healing. She said, and her man. And her man. She said, they're gonna get it. The light bulbs are gonna turn on. That's what Karlissa said. They're gonna get it. She said, he got cloudy judgment right here. They all have cloudy judgment. That's how she feels. Cloudy. This Nvea too. Nvea got baby brain. She's always longing for Blue. Always. But he's too conflicted doing other things. Too conflicted. There's always this hoping energy from all these women. This is hope that's empty. That's the empty energy. Decisions, hot and cold, multiple choices. Give me another card for Chrisean. Chrisean. Chrisean feels trapped. She's got a lot of things going on, but it says stuck, tied down, captive. She feels like they are, you know, she can't get away. She's doing the boxing thing now, and I don't think she really realized how intense it is. You know, it's very intense, but she's working towards something. So she should keep going. She's come too far to turn back now. She should keep going. She said she made a lot of mistakes. Victim, lost soul. Yeah, I get it. I get it. I can feel her tears a bit, but like I said, it's still the mystery of Ronnie Doe. Let's get Stunna. Loyalty, trusting, reliability, believing. Okay? If you can get on Stunna's side, if you can get intimate with her like that, you can get her to ride out for you. You can get her to ride out for you. But if you cross Stunna, you got to be careful. If you cross Stunna, she's going to bring you this black cloud. She's going to shock you. She's going to turn. Turmoil, trouble, unexpected. She'll turn. She has a way of depleting guys and stressing them out to the point where they chase her. That's Stunna. She depletes them. Exhaustion. She stresses some of them out while they chase her. Pursuit, toxicity, resilience. All right? She said, if you play me, I'm going to stress you out. If you play me, I'm going to exhaust you. Heart, song, telepathy, and a knowing. Intuition. Jaden's so quiet. Jaden's so quiet. She says, yes, I am. She said, I've been taking care of myself more. She said, it's their turn. Their turn to run the ball. She said, I'm looking at other possibilities. She says, I am trying to see things clearly now. She says she's trying to live a beautiful life, but she does have emotions that she holds back. She can't let him know that. You know, he caused this. This whole card is blue for Jaden. He caused this. Yes, and she was mixed up in it too with heart fog. She said you know, he brought her sorrow. She been through the rains already with family. She been through it already. She knows. Loss, grief, depression, mixed signals, blocked emotions, and messed up. So she said, now it's Neveah's turn. And Neveah's not liking it. Breaking point. She's not liking it. Limit, final straw, overwhelmed. Time. She said this shit's taking too much time. She didn't realize it. She just at the beginning of her pregnancy. She ain't nowhere ready to give birth. I think down by August, September or something, Nvea giving birth. She going through the whole summer pregnant. And you already know Blueface gonna be turned up. And she gonna be clinging. It's a little suffocating right now. Holding on, obsessing, and spying. Chrisean is at a finality with all of this. She's at a finality. She has hope, but it's obscure. There's too many secrets that her and Blueface have between each other. Stuff that they know that it still wouldn't allow them to ever return back. But she has hope. But it wouldn't allow them to ever return back to a state that they was in. Never, never, never. He's got firm boundaries up against certain people. Blueface got barbed wire around his heart. I don't know why Nvea thinks she in there. He got barbed wire. He said, I'm using my intuition. I'm thinking. He said, I'm thinking. He caught Stunna the other day, though. He said, I'm thinking. You know? I see with apology and curse. I don't know why, but I'm getting the mama saying, you need to apologize. You know, like she feels like he needs to apologize for the way he been treating her, and maybe some of this curse will lift up off of him. Or he needs to apologize to the people that really, you know, had his back or something like that. And this might lift up off of him. It might be like some second chance energy instead of him just running around lusting for everything and everybody. When they think back, when they look in the archives. What's something else Blue hides? What's something else Blueface hides? Bitterness. He hides bitterness. What else he hides? And running. Sometimes he just want to run away and just be by himself, ghosting, disappearing, invisible. He said, because all these girls only see him. Only you, only you, only you, Blue, only you. In the middle of this whole thing. He says so many of them go through emotional storms. Everybody has these emotional storms that they go through every now and then. Every now and then. Turmoil, stable, and affected. And then they all return. After the emotional storm. They all return. Second chance, opportunity, and making amends. They have the influences in their head. This is social media. These are their friends. You know, it's about the clout. You know, it's about not looking like they're not a part of the story. You know, attachment, third parties, and peers. And so many obsessions. Obsessions. Infatuation, adoration, addiction. It's shallow energy. You know? It's shallow. So that's some of the hidden emotions of some of them. You know what's going on with the camp. I see those third parties, man. Look, this is deep. That's deep right there. That's deep for Camp Blue and Camp Vibes. This is deep. Give me something on this, Spirit. Real quick before we go out of here. We ran a nice little 2-hour tap in for them. Tell me, what is this with everybody with the camp? Tell me about the camp. I see this. Frenemies. They got a bunch of frenemies around one another. They are not changing. None of them are changing the way they're supposed to be. They're still changing. Change is inevitable, but not the way, the direction that Spirit wants them to go in. Fake friends, two-faced, hidden intentions. Look, sweet talking. They be all in those house parties, all in the, DMs, talking with each other, internet. They do get readings. We are getting this reading. Okay, you already know. There you go, Divine Goddesses. Okay, we got to come through. You know it's your Divine Goddess, DEVI. Okay, the high value right there. Okay, the Empress, self-worth, will not settle, beautiful, sexy, abundant, and confident. They're all trying to be the high value. All of them. And they're Divine Goddesses. Okay? They are Divine Goddesses. Blessed. You know what I mean? Blessed. So I don't understand. If they want to rock in this energy, I don't understand. These are the Divine Goddesses right here. Y'all coming through with the getting the reading after your Divine Goddess DEVI right in here. If they over here, then why are they acting like this? Why are they acting like the red light special with the player amongst frenemies? Beware, showboat, slick talker, sweet talk, temptation, weak in the knees. Clear thinking is needed. One night stand sort of person. They're pretty toxic. It's a lot of drama, a lot of arguments, a lot of incompatible energy right here that people do not want to change. They don't want to change. Get on here. The Most High wants them to be inspired by some of the divine goddesses that they see, inspired to tap into their highest self. However, they would rather live in the moment. And Spirit says they think they got to come up, but it's scrub energy hanging around. It's scrub energy. They will take this high value and put it with the scrub if they think the scrub got something. It says won't work, lives off other people. Spirit says, Queen rising, that's what I need. Spirit said, that's what I need. They're not going to get nowhere until they queen rise. Influence and obsession? How? How? Stepping into power, praise, coming up, spotlight. How? Under blessed, queen rising under blessed. Said they all out here. Let me show you. Spirit said they all out here wishing for a clown. Extra. Now, I'm not trying to be mean when I say the clown with Blueface, but Blueface is the master of ceremonies. Dramatic, trying too hard, shit starter. They're all out here wishing for an entanglement with Blue. Don't try to deny it. Look, deny. Look. Doesn't want to claim you in public. He ain't claiming none of them like that. If anything, like I said, the one who's getting the most is the one who's actually being seen out with him like that. He be all out in the public eye with Stunna. He'll put Nvea on the camera, but he don't take her out showing her off like that because honestly, he's just kind of fed up with all of them. You see this? Fed up? Fed up. Fed up. Blueface is kind of fed up with all of them. He feels they all kind of bring him a level of energy. You know what I mean? And he brings them a level of energy. It's not just them. He brings them. He calls them as much as they call him. If you're with a narc, baby, they need that internet. It's nothing you're going to be able to do to settle them down into this commitment to keep them all to yourself. Oh, no. They need that crowd. They need that crowd, baby. Okay? They can't cope without that crowd. You do not have the capacity to hold them. And I'm not being funny when I say that divine goddesses. I'm talking about with a narc. If you with a narc, you don't have the capacity to hold them because they need more and more and more and more. It's insatiable. It's insatiable. You have to turn your back on it. There's no other way. You have to put that to rest. It doesn't matter how many sorries they come through with. The unspoken apology, the eternal regret. You have to leave them forever feeling sorry, that they couldn't reconnect to your energy again. Okay? It's going to be a miracle. It would be a miracle to get a narc to change because they are bound by karma. They're bound. Tell me about these young ladies. Look, Spirit says they have lessons to learn. They haven't learned their lesson yet. Tough times, growth, leveling up. They haven't learned their lessons yet. Look. They want what they want. See that? They want what they want. They want to be, with this imprisonment, they want to be locked down by Blueface. They want to be where he is. If he's inside of this little window, that's what they want. That's where they want to be. That's where they want to be. If he's inside the little window, they want to be in the little window too. And none of them ever thought, what happens? God forbid. Something happened to Blueface, what happens? Are they all going to come through and help his mama? And help raise the children? Are they all going to stay connected to one another? If something happened to Blueface, what happens to the connection of all of this and all of that? Stunna don't got no connection to the camp other than Blueface. She would disappear quickly. She ain't got no reason to contact Jaden or Chrisean or Nvea. She would disappear quickly. Nvea, if she has Blueface child, that would be the only way she would potentially possibly stay connected. But being that her and Karlissa go through it, that's a 50-50 chance right there. He said until then, that's a 50-50 chance. And with Chrisean, we already know it's up in the air, tossed up about Chrisean Jesus. So, that ain't going to happen either. So everything falls apart if there's no Blueface in the middle of this, with all that being said. He said, as long as they understand when they come in my camp, he going to control the situation. You see this controlling? This is how he have Nvea. This is how he used to have Chrisean. They need to embarrass you. They need to ridicule you. They need to break you down. They need to break you down. Okay? To the point where you break yourself. You break yourself first. Festive, cake, caution, slippery situation. They said, and as long as you understand, bring the cake through. Because I'm going to be hitting some cake. Okay? That's what he said. Some buns. You're going to be clapping some cheeks. Happening, reward, having your cake and eating it too. He said it's his way. He said he needs to be right all the time. He is possessive and he is a jealous lover. That's just how it is. If you want to be around him, you're going to have to put up with that. Period. Look, and you're going to have to put up with his karmics. He said his third parties, his haters, and what? Lesson learned down there again. They haven't learned. They haven't learned. Messing with Blueface. What he going to show them? He is going to show them. Every time they pull up with their lipstick and they looking like they about to take him for a spin, he is going to show them. Reflection, reference, distinguished appearance. He going to show them. Right here with controlling. He know they should be moving in high value energy. He know they should be moving in divine goddess energy. He know that. But they know that too. And since they're not taking those shoes, they're not stepping in it, he doing what he do. Trickster. Trickster. Uses your friends to get to you. And then the next thing you know, they sitting up there with the blues. What? The Blueface blues. The Blueface blues. From snaking each other out. From being snakes. From chasing a snake. Karmic ties. That's what the camp want. Karmic ties. And they all got the poker face on. Poker face. Every time we see them. They're pretending divine femininity. They're pretending to walk in these shoes fully. They're pretending. Because they wouldn't even mess with an energy like Blueface, having him run through these women and then come back to them. All these mixing of energies. They don't think nothing is being exchanged. Plenty is being exchanged. Court cases there. Plenty is being exchanged between the karmic ties and the third parties. Sexual infection, sexual disease, and rash. From all the intimacy. Plenty is being exchanged. They swept up. They want to be seen as the most beautiful, but they swept up. There's no paradise there. They don't want to be forgotten. They do not want to be forgotten. Wow. Spirit said they need to go have a seat. They need to go have a seat. Okay, Spirit, I'm about to close this out. Any other important messages before I go? Anything you want us to know about Camp Blueface? What's hidden? Camp Vibes? What's hidden? Miracle. Get what you want. A miracle. They all wishing for Blueface to make them the one with frenemy. That's not gonna happen. Sing. Some of them want to be put on. Some want to be put on. That's why they over there singing praises to Blueface. He knows it's a trick. He got the trickster right here with frenemy. He know it. He know what's up. He know what's up. He know what's up with the spark. He said, that's cool. Come through. Make sure you rock the mic. He said, make sure you're rocking the mic. I'm also getting Nvea want to sing. She want Blueface to put her on. She been trying to be quiet about it. He said, when you come through, rock the mic and shut up. That's what Blueface is saying. We got player right here. He's not going to stop no time soon. If everybody's waiting or praying or wanting Blueface to, fix it, no, he's not going to fix it. He's going to be going around in a circle for a while. A while. Look, I just made one of his third-party karmics mad. Could be Neveah. Just got mad. They said, no, he's going to pop the question. He's going to make me the wife. And I said, okay, wait on it. Clock. Tick-tock. Wait on it. Wait on it. Needing time. Cycles. Cycles. Takes time to heal. Progression. Cycles, triggers, and lessons. A lot of them are not going to get the hint with Blueface until they get the hint. They're not going to get the hint with Blue until they get the hint. And that's unfortunate. Because their intuition is trying to scream. The intuition is trying to tell them. Trying to tell them. It's a red light special, baby. It's hot. It's volcanic hot. Hotter than they understand. Hotter than they understand. Look, karma. But I can't tell them nothing. Consequences, cause, effects, and debts. Many unexpressed emotions, a time bomb and holding back. They just blocking, they blocking it. They don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear it. It's okay. It doesn't matter. You gonna hear it. Light bulb moment. They gonna hear it. Every time I mention that. Okay? That's me. Look, Spirit got you. Every time I bring it through for them. Spirit got you. Protection. Signs, you got it. I tell them. But they're not gonna stop. Because what happens is, once they get caught up with one person, after that, oh, tainted. 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 Those pretty faces, man, listen. Tainted. They looking cute right now. Don't let them ever come up how Blue came up. Go back and check my last video I think I did with, I think it's Chrisean and Blueface video. Yeah. You'll see what happened to his face. Yeah. Karlissa said the Power Rangers tore his face up. As soon as he dipped that ball in the net, one of them Power Rangers tore that man's face up. What is it? Nvea said he used to like to swipe it like a credit card. Yeah, swipe it like a credit card. You could definitely see the swipe, baby. You could definitely see the swipe. Okay? Anything else they hide? Mind control. This is a game right now for everybody. This is a game. And Blueface is the, look, I was like, what is this right here? Look. I said, and Blueface is the, master of ceremonies. Blueface is the master of ceremonies. He said, come through to the circus. Ain't this fitting? He said, come through to the circus, baby. He said, I got net. I know how to dunk a ball. I know to slam dunk it, as a matter of fact. He said, come through to Camp Blueface. Come through. He dared him. He dared him. Divine Goddess Davy, what you say? What you say? I just saw the mission card, baby. This is hot. This is trying to surfboard on sand. This is hot ass sand, baby. They don't even understand. They don't even understand how crazy you can get messing with Blueface. I don't think they do. They said, we content, we like our ice cream. We satisfied with the current state, even if it's not good. That's what they said. Okay, don't tell them about, look, salty. They go bitter, angry, and petty. They don't know. They don't know how he can destroy their peace. They don't know. Let me see, can I get it? They don't know how he can destroy their peace. They don't know. Right now, he been real wishy-washy with a lot of them. They don't know. But we just dropped this reading, okay? And we're going to let it ride, and we will be back. I'm going to take a little breaky break, and we'll be back. Do some readings for y'all. Find out about some forgotten people that are thinking about y'all right now. Somebody miss y'all, for sure. Miss y'all, for sure. And this is how they all come through. Somebody else is missing Blue just like this. Blue, I miss you. And Spirit says, instead of doing all of that, follow your bliss. Look, they looking at each other. Every time one of them come through, they just be looking at each other. Look, looking at each other. Rotten. Look, all of them. All of them. That's crazy, y'all. Out here competing for the devil, a jackass with mind control. Ooh, wee, and that is the reading. Thank you so much for tapping in with your Divine Goddess Davy. Thank you so much for tapping in with your Divine Goddess Davy. Okay. Let me see, who is this? Okay. Okay. What's up, Kane? Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Ask God to locate. Okay. All right. I don't know. It's a lot going on right there. What's up, Triple E? What's up, Triple E? I see I see those worlds, baby. Yeah, we spinning the globe. We are spinning the globe. Okay. Who else is in here? I don't know who was listening. Tariq came through. All right. Violet, I see you. Sherry. Oh, Ebony was in the house. Ebony, I see you. I see the Cookie Monsters. Yep. Sonia. Velo. Donnell. William, Janella, what's up, baby? Chantel, Project, okay? All right, y'all, that's everybody. Destiny. All right, y'all, thank y'all so much. I hope y'all hit that like button for me as y'all was coming through. I appreciate y'all. Make sure you hit the hearts. Send up some hearts, y'all, on your way out. Send up some hundreds. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Hit the notification. Sign up. Check out our membership. You know, we got a few videos in there. I got to send some updates in there, y'all. It's been a little minute. I got to send some updates in there. It's well overdue for me to do a run through for y'all. Okay? All right. I love y'all. I will see y'all on the next tap-in shortly. Keep your notification bells on, okay? We're going to come through and do a tap-in for the Divine Collective. All right? But that was the hypothetical celebrity read for the circus, for Camp Vibes with Chrisean, and Camp Blueface, the circus, with Blueface and the whole crew. Baby, Blueface is the head of this thing. He is heading this thing. Okay? All right, we'll be back with another tap-in as we continue to monitor them and see what they got going. It's really not much going on. He's just swapping them out, mixing them in, you know, going back and forth, you know, allowing them to let him use them in any way he sees fit. That's all he's doing. So that's it. It is what it is. All right, y'all. See y'all on the next one. Take care.